Right, hello everybody, how is it going? I hope you're all doing well and having a very nice day. And welcome back to another video on the Cameras, Trains and Adventures YouTube channel. And today you join me at Totness Riverside Station, the southern terminus on the South Devon Railway. Now I say you join me today, however I am editing and voicing over this video exactly a week after I visited. This video was taken on Wednesday the 3rd of August 2022 when I was down in Devon for a week. Whilst I was there, I filmed 3 videos. One was a train spotting video, this one and another video which will be coming out fairly soon. Now, after doing a quick tour of the station, the first part you just saw and the second part coming up later, I took a wander into this old Great Western luggage van, which was filled with plenty of old memorabilia, particularly Great Western, seeing as this was a Great Western branch line, and it was also full of a fair amount of 00 and O gauge rolling stock and some old magazines. Here I pick up a old railway modeller from 1966 that cost 2 shillings and sixpence, which with my very lacking knowledge of old British money was about 18 pence, which today is about £2.36, much lower than what they cost nowadays, which is about over £5. But here are a few shots as well of said rolling stock in some cabinets, and there was also a small little Thompson tank engine railway that was running around. However, there were some young kids there, so I didn't want to spoil their fun. Here I'm taking a tour down the further end of the platform, which was very nice to see, and I also admired the old sign for the station, which I just adore these. And as the main line runs right next to the Heritage Railway, I took some ample opportunity to capture some trains. Here, 2 cross-country 220 voyages take the 12:30 York to Plymouth service, arriving at 12:28. And it was also at this point when my dad got talking to the signalman, and he very kindly let us have a quick look around the signal box as the train arrived, and he also let my dad have a few pulls on the lever. Here are a few shots from inside said signal box. And here we were lucky enough to catch our train as it went past the signal box, hauled by Great Western 262 tank engine number 5526. And whilst this video plays out, here's a bit of history of this particular engine as per the website of the South Devon Railway. The 45XX and 4575 classes were favourites for branch line work over most of the Great Western Railway territory. Devon and Cornwall were no exceptions, and virtually all branch lines in the 2 counties saw engines of one or other of the 2 types right up to the end of steam on British Railways Western region, or in many cases until the line in question closes. The branch line for Totness to Ashburton, today's South Devon Railway, was no exception, and here the 45XX class were used for the freight traffic. 5526 was completed at Swindon Factory in May 1928 at a cost of £3,694 British pounds, including the boiler. She spent almost her entire life in the West Country, having been shedded at St Blaise, Bodmin, Exeter, Plymouth Mill Bay, Lyra and Truro, ending her mainland days at Westbury in June 1962, when she was sold for scrap to the Woodhams scrapyard in Barry, Wales, after travelling in the region of 900,000 miles. I interrupt this brief history lesson as 800-317 brings in the Great Western Railway 1246 London Paddington to Penzance service that was running 3 minutes late. Along with 43-378 and 43-321, departing with the 1252 cross-country service from Plymouth to Edinburgh.
walk round.
Yeah.
There's a nice walk down by the river.
Is
Go
there?
down to the river,
Yeah.
over the river, follow the path onto the footpath, and then just keep walking.
As we depart Totness Riverside, I'll just finish off the brief history of 5526. 5526 was rescued from Barry Scrapyard in 1985, going first to Swindon where restoration started, before being purchased by the Southern Railway based 5526 Limited, who moved her to Buckfastleigh where restoration was completed. 5526, one of the 14 members of the class to survive, is currently painted in Great Western green. The only intermediate stop between Totness, Riverside and Buckfastleigh is Staverton, and according to their website, Staverton is a delightful country station which has remained largely unchanged for 100 years, taking you back to the halcyon days when life was slow and quieter. It is a typical small wayside station that served the nearby village as well as the adjoining mill and local farms, some of which used to produce Devon cider. I'll drink that. Cheers. here we are on our approach into Buckfastleigh station, and as we do this, I'll give you some information from their website of Buckfastleigh. With the backdrop of Dartmoor and the beautiful Devon hills, Buckfastleigh is the headquarters with ample parking and is where most people start their journey on the line. However, we started at Totness as we got the mainline train from Exeter to Totness. It is the home of the museum, historic steam and diesel locomotives and rolling stock. There's a lot to do and see with a children's play area, award-winning gardens, riverside walks, a picnic area, as well as a refreshments room and a gift and model shop with a working model railway, which you will see. I went to town in that shop. I was there for a good hour trying to decide if I wanted to buy anything, and trust me, I did buy something, but you'll just have to wait and see what that is. We alighted from the train and made our way to the refreshments room where we could get something to eat, and then I took a wander into the gift shop. And after spending just over an hour in the shop admiring the model railway and trying to decide between 4 models, one of which I did get, I had a look around the museum, all about the Ashburton branch, which was very, very interesting and full of loads of different artefacts. My favourite piece in particular was this, a small little model of the Ashburton branch. From my understanding, the line extended past Buckfastleigh to Ashburton, which I very poorly identified on this bad diagram I made from a screenshot of Google Earth. And after finishing in the museum, I took this shot of the yard at Buckfastleigh and then filmed our train pulling back into the station. And then I went on to the footbridge to get a better view of the yard, where you can see a Class 33 in the centre of the shop and a pannier tank to the right, and then see the view departing the station before getting a couple of shots of 5526 running around the train and filling up with water. one more shot of the yard, and then it was time to leave Buckfastleigh on our return to Totness. And instead of talking over the return, I'm just going to let the video play out so you can enjoy the scenery and the sound of the steam drain.
Staverton! Staverton Station! Staverton! Staverton Station!
And now arriving back at Totness, Riverside, and I must say, South Devon Railway, it was a pleasure. What a day out. If you are ever in the Totness or Buckfastleigh area, this is an attraction not to miss. Perfect for all the family, whether you're a train enthusiast or not. There's nothing better than rolling through the beautiful British countryside on a steam engine. You cannot beat it. Like I said, brilliant scenery. Who doesn't love a steam engine? And easily accessible by road or rail, wherever you're coming from. So, South Devon Railway, tick. That's another heritage railway off my bucket list done. And now, time to go to the next heritage railway, also in Devon. You can probably guess which one that is. Not going to tell you, but video will hopefully be out not too long.
Mind the gap between the train and the edge of the platform as you alight, and do remember to take with you all your personal belongings.
At this time of the day, it's collapsed. It's nice just to lie there and paint and watch the trains, isn't it? Yeah.
Couldn't resist one last moment just to see 5526 run around again, and then I said goodbye to the South Devon Railway, filmed another train on the crossing over the River Dart. and then we took the short walk back to the mainline station at Totness to catch our modern day GWR service after riding around on heritage GWR steam locos all day, with our modern day train taking us to Exeter St David's, where we saw a very special train. Link in the top right corner if you would like to see that. But that is the end of the video. Thank you all for watching, it is greatly appreciated, and if you did enjoy the video, feel free to leave a like, and if you want to subscribe. Next video will hopefully be out next week. It might be the other heritage railway I mentioned, or I might live a gap and do something else. Let me know what you would like to see. But as we pass Totness Riverside Station one final time on the main line, that is me signing out. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you down the line. Bye bye for now.